My cat decides to start meowing as soon as I start the live stream. Oh, Evie. So Evie is going to conduct this live stream today. No, I'm just kidding. We are going to go through the portraits that I have completed. And I'm excited to show them. I think it's some of my favorite pages I've colored. These are pictures from the very first ones that I ever did. Oh, you know what? I left one out, but that's okay. I did this. This is the first one here. This is from, I think it's Jade Summer. And I used alcohol markers on this, and it's pretty bad. I'm not pleased with how it came out, but I still have it on the wall because it's one of the first ones that I ever did. So I am I'm happy to see the progression as I continued to color and learn more. But this is one of the first ones I ever did, and it's also one of the first times I ever used alcohol markers, so that was a learning experience in and of itself. I don't know what's going on with all this outlining and such, and you can see the colors are pretty chaotic, but there's that. So, I made more of a space here to put the completed ones. Oops. Drop my little thingy. Okay. The next one is from a Hannah Carlson coloring book. And I did frame this one. I decided not to take it out of the frame. But I was really happy with how this turned out. I used colored pencils for this. I used Shibor Farben. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but I used Shibor Farben for this, and it's a little dusty. I just pulled it out of a bag. And I colored this probably in 2019, maybe. And I'm really happy with it. I'm still even looking back on it now. I do see that, her skin could be a lot better, but I was just learning how to pick colors and kind of try to keep a limited color palette. And I tried to do some shading on the dress part. And I love the way that I did the hair and the eyebrows and the lips. This is from Hannah Carlson's book, Daydreams. I think I could be wrong about that, but there's that one. And I think that's the second one that I ever did color. Moving on, this is another Hannah Carlson one that I did right after I did this one. And I was just kind of playing around with different skin tones and different colors. I wanted to do... Oh, that's weird. There's something in there that's not supposed to be in there. I'm going to take these out and laminate them, probably. I did this one in 2019 as well. And looking at it now, I'm pretty pleased. I used 1, 2, 3 colors on these leaves right here. And I might have gone over them with a white pencil as well. And I tried to do some different shading on the flowers here. I like the bug on her face. I love the blue. I like the way that I did her eyes, kind of reptilian. But that's the other Hannah Carlson one that I did. And I like I said, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Moving on. One that I did, this is from, I showed this, the book that, it was a spiral bound up at the top. Trying to figure out why my pages are showing kind of crooked. If I've got the phone mounted in there crookedly, maybe that helps. This is the Green Tara, Goddess of Motherly Compassion, and I think this is kind of out of order. Sorry, I got something on the thing. I had a really good time coloring this picture. I used, I'm not sure what brand of colored pencils I used, but I used colored pencils on this, and then I used a Signoball gel pen for the white in here in all of this. I really like the way that I did the clouds, and I learned a lot coloring this picture. I really enjoyed coloring it. I liked the color combos that I picked. I felt that it all went really well together. So that's the Green Tara. This next picture is one that I tried to color black hair. As you can see, that was an epic fail. I like everything else about this picture. I wonder if I should turn this light off here because it's got such a big glare on it. Yeah, that's good. This picture started out, I think I colored all of this, everything except for the hair. I colored the hair last. And if you don't look at this part of her hair was really, really cool. And then this part just, yeah, I pretty much wrecked this picture, but that's okay. I think I have an extra of it. If I ever wanted to color it again, I could do so. But this is, I believe it's from it's a Selena Fenech picture. And overall, I'm pleased with how I colored her dress, and I liked how I colored the water, and I tried to make, rays from the moon. But the hair, yeah, the hair really kind of ruined it. These pages are laminated, so there is going to be some sheen on them, just so you know. Ooh, I forgot to turn the volume off on my phone. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. The next picture is from Molly Harrison's Big Book of Fairies. And I did this as a color along with one of my coloring friends that I had. I 50-50 on this picture. I was trying to do something with the background that I saw in another picture, and I didn't quite pull it off. I didn't really blend these colors very well. I put in a stencil of a fairy up here. First I put in a stencil of a moon, and I didn't like the way it looked. It looked stupid. Well, actually, I did that, but I'd also colored the sun over here, so I was like, well, that's not going to work out. So I just colored over that. That's kind of a suggestion of a moon. I like the way that the flowers came out. And overall, if I had to do it differently, I would have blended these a lot better for the background. It didn't really give the effect that I was trying to go for, but the next picture is another Hannah Carlson picture. And oh good, you can see that her hair is green. Whenever I take a picture of this, the hair shows blue, and I'm trying to, well, I don't understand why my phone is like wonky. So these all look, Maybe I don't have it set in here properly. Maybe that might help. I apologize for not turning off my volume here. I swear I'm gonna get this right eventually, where there's not any fumbling around. But this is Hannah Carlson picture. I used Prismacolor Premier colored pencils on this, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I was very pleased. It's hard to see the, if I tilt it, you can kind of see the shimmer on things that I tried to put on that jewel for her earring. But I was pretty happy with this. The next picture is from Gudrun Hall, Tales of the Forest Kingdom. And I call her my blue girl. I really like this picture. I used a very limited color palette with just the gold and the blue, and this was already black, I believe. I don't think that well, it does look like I colored it in black, so put a little bit of black in here, but I was really, really happy with this picture. I like it a lot. My blue girl. This is a AI created picture, just so there's no confusion, or, you know, I don't want anybody to think they're being tricked. AI is quite the controversial thing nowadays. But yeah, this is kind of like, it's hard to see the gold in that. I don't know if I tilt it, if it shows up a little better. Doesn't really seem like it does, but I had like a gold over the gold here. But so that's the other one from Gudrun Hall. And then this picture was another picture by Gudrun Hall. And this is when I did my first split screen kind of picture. I had just gotten, I forgot to say that this picture is colored with, I think, Color colored pencils, and then a gold gel pen. And then I use this crayon water, it's not a watercolor, maybe it is a watercolor crayon or something, because I flubbed the background pretty badly, so I wanted to go over it again, which you can kind of see it's not that great, but I still like this picture a lot. Yeah, so that's what I used on that. And then on this one, I used the Color Pastel set that you can get, and then I used a little bit of silver, which it's hard to see. I used a little bit of silver gel pen on the lips and on the eyelashes. I really liked this picture. I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's really pretty. It's also an AI created picture. This picture is done with Prismacolor Premier colored pencils, and it is also an AI created picture. It's by Diana Good, and I had a blast coloring this. I learned a lot about coloring skin and portraits with this, and just mixing colors. And yeah, I like this picture a lot. From this picture, I bought a bunch of books from Diana Good because I liked coloring them so much. This is a grayscale picture. Next one is another AI created picture from Diana Good from her Goddesses of the Four Seasons. The other one is from Boho Fairies. And this picture actually Diana used for the cover. She redid the cover for the book, and I showed that when I was showing my collection of books. But that was pretty cool. So I've got one coloring book with my coloring on the cover, which is fun. I think I used Prismacolors on this one as well. Next picture is from Beautiful Mermaids by Alina. And I used alcohol markers on this, Ohuhu alcohol markers, actually. And I'm really proud of this one. I learned some tips of, you know, using a white gel pen for putting some shine on things. I did all of it in alcohol markers except for the dark purple I did in colored pencil. I can't remember what brand of colored pencil I used for that. And yeah, the rest is Ohuhu alcohol markers. But I love this picture. I can't find anything that I don't like about it. I love the way that I colored this. Next up, we have from Diana Goods, I think it's called Ocean Goddesses or Mermaids and something, but it's one of Diane Goods' books. Excuse me. And I use, darn it, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. I use Shibor Farben colored pencils for this, and I also used a little bit of white Signo ball gel pen I used on that. And I believe I might have used alcohol marker on this gold part right here. And I believe I used alcohol markers for the red as well. But for the hair, that's right, I did. I used alcohol markers for all the red pieces. And then I used alcohol markers for the skin, her eyes, and the gold right here. And I did her hair with the Shibor Farben. I like coloring hair different colors that are unexpected. But yeah, so I really like this picture as well. I think I did really good on it. I liked it a lot. Next we have up, this is from Majestic Queens, and I colored this one on the live stream. By Yvonne Mistra, and I used the Color 520 box set to color this, and then I used a Jelly Roll number 10 white pen for all the white bits. And I really like the way that this picture came out. I used a gold marker gel pen for the crown, the bracelet, and her shoe. But I limited myself to just using a blue color palette, and I really, really like the way that it turned out. I love the depth that I had, that I put in the stairs, and I like that it looks like I've learned a little bit better about shading and making things kind of look shaded well, so pretty pleased with this picture. We're almost to the end here. I thought that I had colored a lot more portraits than I have. This one I also colored on the live stream. It's from Strange Fashion by Yvonne Mistra. And I used the Color colored pencils from the 520 set and a little bit of gold right here. I love the way that this turned out. It looks very like retro, very 80s, and a little bit disco. I love the way that this one turned out, and I had a lot of fun coloring it too. The next one, I did not color on the live stream because it was a work in progress that I had set aside for a pretty long time. And I'd colored most of it, but I didn't finish it. I adore this page. I am pretty pleased with how it came out. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is Beautiful Mermaids from Alina, and I used, I'm pretty sure I used Color colored pencils as well on this one. So this is probably one of my favorite pictures that I've colored as far as portraits go. And this one's the last one. This one was limiting myself to just one tray of colors from the Color 520 set. And I colored this live on the live stream in a couple of different parts, and I am really, really pleased with how this came out. I really love this picture so much. It's so pretty. I hardly ever do a soft color palette, as you can kind of tell from the other pictures I showed you. I usually do really bright, vibrant, bold colors, and I have a very heavy hand, so I just like put a lot of color down. And this page, I tried to do something different, and I think that it worked out. So I used the Color 520 box set colored pencils for this. And I also used white Jelly Roll number 10 pen. So those are all the portraits that I've done over the years since I've been coloring. You can definitely tell a difference from this, the first one that I did, to this one of the last ones that I did. At least I think you can tell. I'm going to kind of put these back in order. I still have to laminate these ones, these two right here. Just gonna put them all back in their little space now. And these are all of the portraits that I've done, probably over the last 3 years. I wish that I'd colored more. I feel like I'm coloring every day, but I don't get to devote as much time to it because I got other things going on. You know what I'm saying? I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones too. After I got this book, like, I was obsessed with that AI creator, and I bought a ton of her books for my birthday. If anybody wants links to any of these books, just let me know and I can provide those to you. Now I gotta stick them back up on the wall. And then, just to be consistent, but I don't want to stick this on the thing. These are the first ones I did. So yep, that's them. That's all my portraits I've colored. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I enjoy showing all my stuff off. I like that I have a space to do it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you can see everything that I'm going to be coming out with. I have a bunch of landscapes that I've colored. I guess they could be labeled as landscapes. And then I've also got some mandalas and some just abstract stuff that I'm going to show in the next live stream that I do. I'll be showing all of those completed pages. And then we'll be caught up, and then I'll need to be coloring a bunch so I can keep showing off my completed works. Thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate the time. And I will catch everybody in the next live stream or the next video.